let's talk about a few things that can get you started with .NET specifically. The first one is this introductory video from the .NET team out on Channel 9 is a spectacular getting started. So Jeremy Lickness and I believe, no thank you, don't want to sign in right now, and Brandon give an introduction to GraphQL, mostly in a general sense in this video. But then there's the next one in this series, which is this video, which talks about creating a backend with .NET. So even if you're just going to use like Hasura API endpoints or something like that, it's still absolutely useful to understand what you need to do in the backend of your database or whatever you're connecting to from the GraphQL perspective. So this helps a lot in understanding like kind of what's going on back there in your Hasura API, even though you don't have to do anything in regards to the server. You just have to run it, which makes it super easy. But if you ever did have other services or something else within your .NET environment and your deployed systems and whatnot that you wanted to provide as GraphQL, this is a great introduction into libraries and ways to get GraphQL hosted via .NET, which again also opens up the possibility in Hasura to be able to expose that GraphQL endpoint via the Hasura API also. So more on that in another question and answer session. Then I've got another one for you. This video, also a solid video. So this one, consuming GraphQL in C#. This is basically all from the client side. Whether you build your own server or you're using the Hasura API, this one will help you get started from just the consumption of those GraphQL endpoints. It points to some libraries, talks about good ways to do it, etc., from the .NET perspective. There's a number of things where they dive into the Xamarin point of view too, which is a purchased company that Microsoft now owns. So Microsoft runs all the Xamarin stuff. You're probably familiar with that if you have been in the .NET world for a while. So that's really great. The next thing is just an introduction to one of the well-known GraphQL.NET projects. So this is the introduction page. If you click on GraphQL, it's located right here. It's a standard github.io page. So the repo is out there and everything. And if you click on GitHub, you go directly out to the repo, completely open source, etc. And this is client and server pieces that you can use to build out your .NET GraphQL usage. They also have an examples page. Let's pull that up right here. So that's in that same org in a different repo, examples. And it uses .NET Core, Core Multi, Web API, different functions, etc., things like that. And it has a great little fun Star Wars example, as you might expect. It is, of course, also the client itself is available via NuGet. So if you want to just use the client as a dependency, you can do that. You don't have to load up all the server libraries in your .NET application. So and last updated 7 days ago, this is an updated and maintained library. So .NET is definitely at the forefront with the rest of the GraphQL community in maintaining the libraries and usage of GraphQL within the .NET ecosystem. And then I got, let's hear, one more thing. So this is, I believe this is Brandon's website or something Brandon put together in regards to .NET and GraphQL. It has a link to those Channel 9 or one of the Channel 9 episodes, but it also has the slides, has additional GraphQL videos. It has some code samples, the simple Xamarin GraphQL. So a lot of other things related specifically to GraphQL, such as GraphQL.NET, Hot Chocolate, and things like that, which can help you build servers and also do other things like map your GraphQL to entity framework elements, which is really cool. So if you're using SQL Server and you want to put Hasura on it, but then you have other SQL servers that have like entity framework pieces exposed, like libraries with that or something, you can map your GraphQL to that and then have it map back and forth. So, and expose that server technology. So there's a lot of ways to make .NET work with GraphQL, it's not just one-way road in and out. You can do it in a plethora of different ways. And combining that with Hasura technologies just gives you even a quicker roadmap to getting started building out your business applications and everything. So that should get you going. And like I said, they're maintaining it. It's open source. It's part of the community. So they're out there in GraphQL just like Node.js and everybody else that's in the community.